Hello, everyone.
Hello, Tate.
Hello to Tate's fans. Welcome to the live show.
My name is Tate, and I'm the host of Horror Talks with Tate. And we are here with Rhys Thompson, the writer, and Jamie Langlands, the director of the upcoming horror film, The R.I.P. Man, which I am officially involved in, and I'm so happy to be having them on live today. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Pleasure's all ours.
It is.
Anytime. So I've never been so happy to be involved in the R.I.P. Man. It's been a dream come true to me.
Oh, that's lovely to hear, Tate. We're so happy to have you on board.
Awesome. So I just want to ask you guys, so what inspired the concept of the R.I.P. Man, and how did you guys develop it into a full feature film after the short film?
Well, I guess that question will be for me. I just thought about this recently, actually. There was a film that I watched when I was about 6 or 7 years of age, and it was called, I don't know if anyone's ever seen it out there, it's called I, Mad Man, and it was also called Hardcover for its European release. So it's about a guy that's basically collecting sort of things off of his victims. It could be like hair, eyes, nose, it could be any body part, because he's quite an unattractive bloke and he's just trying to do anything to impress his wife. But yeah, and I think the idea of just, taking something from someone is very personal, it's very intrusive. And I think that's where the concept for the R.I.P. Man came from originally. And then from obviously then on, we just sort of created the mouthpiece, which obviously covers his mouth and his condition, which is something called anodontia. I don't know if you've ever heard of that before.
I don't know if I have.
Yeah, it just basically means when you're a kid, you're born with no teeth. So the mouth guard with the RP just covers his condition up for him. And what he does after every kill, he takes the tooth from his victim. So that's where the concept came from, really.
Wow, that right, because that's what Jasmine told me in the interview. Yeah.
They'll creep you out. All you horror lovers, they'll definitely actually get under your skin.
Yeah.
Everyone who I've asked about it has no idea what this condition is.
Yeah.
So,
no, it is very rare. It's very rare. I think as a baby, it's called something like CMT, and then I think it sort of develops into anodontia after about 18 months, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah, it's quite rare, and it doesn't sound sort of something like you'd want to go through, especially as a baby as well. So there's quite a bit of a pain attached to it as well. You get like canker sores. So yeah, it was just from a documentary that I see one evening, and it just sort of done something inside my sort of mind and made me just think, what if the antagonist suffered from this ailment? What could we do to sort of make him a unique looking sort of villain as well? So he's got like a badge on his arm as well, which has the word Denties, which you'll find out further sort of along the plot line what that actually means, and the sort of affiliation he has with this type of clan. So you've got that as well. You've got the creepy, eerie, chilling text message as well that he sends to his victims, which is just like as it appears on a gravestone. So your date of birth and the day you die, with the hyphen in between. So you've got that, which is quite sort of spine chilling as well. Obviously, just getting that text message from a killer, just telling you when you're going to die, and it is always the day that you're going to die. So yeah, that's another sort of a calling card that he does as well. And yeah, he's got so much attached to him, because there's quite a lot of underlining themes as well that are covered in the script. Things like vengeance, abandonment, the bit of a critique towards the the healthcare sort of sort of section as well. And yeah, there's quite like revenge. You got distrust amongst friends, a bit of paranoia amongst like a close group of friends as well. So you've got the original tropes from a lot of horror movies as well. Plus, we're trying to bring something quite original as well, which I think we're achieving at the moment. So I think the fans will definitely be on a roller coaster ride, and they're in for sort of experiencing all sorts of emotions throughout the movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds really good. So what unique challenges did you face during production, and how did you guys solve them?
Well, the last shoot was a challenge, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a very big challenge. Yeah, it was.
Solve that. Yeah, we're still yet to solve that problem.
Well,
we will
good.
rectify that. It will be rectified. So we can't really go into too much detail, but it's just a lot of the same things, isn't it, Jamie? It's budget, it's time. They're sort of the two main common, I think, sort of problems you have sort of while you're filming a movie, I guess.
Well, time's the enemy and always will be the enemy. So, it's sort of like if you had an infinite amount of time, then it'd be not a doddle, but it'd be a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, it would.
So,
the other things that we've faced, really, I mean, apart from, we had actors sort of show up on every shoot at the moment. We haven't had any last-minute sort of replacements or anything like that, or change anything.
No, yeah, that's my biggest fear. If an actor doesn't show up, especially if they're like the lead actor and vital to the scene, because if they don't show up, it could be like $2,000, $3,000 down the drain. So that is my biggest fear.
Yeah. So if the cast are watching, please don't do it. Just turn up.
They've been great so far.
Yeah, they have. Everyone's been just top notch. I mean, we're so blessed with the cast. I mean, Jamie done a great job getting the cast together as well. So everything's been
so well.
Well, that's how did you guys create the look and atmosphere of the short film, and were there any specific influence or?
I guess a lot was done from the cinematography, from the cinematographer Morgan, obviously with the lighting and everything.
Lighting was great, wasn't it?
Yeah,
an 80s feel, definitely.
Yeah, we create that whole tension and sort of build it, and obviously it's done with sound design as well. So yeah, there's so many different elements to create, the mood and the feeling. It's just sort of a long process, and a lot of it's done in the edit. On the day, it was again the lighting and just sort of isolating the lead actress, and that's it.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah. It's an home invasion, isn't it? The first scene. So we just wanted the character just to feel just a pure, isolation, like there is literally no one around. Obviously, the home is quite an opulent home. It's a large sort of surface area as well. So she just had that sort of fear of dread. Like when you're watching it, you just know something's up, but she's not quite aware herself. So I think the tension that we created was spot on, really.
Yeah, that's good. What sets the R.I.P. Man apart from other independent horror films?
Well, I think as a character, obviously he's quite visceral looking as well, with the mouthpiece as well. That's a striking piece of, not so much marketing, but if you see, him coming towards you with the RIP logo on his mouth, you've never really probably seen that in the horror genre, to my knowledge anyway. And someone that's got a rare oral condition as well, if you add that to the mix as well. And again, with his affiliation with this sort of middle-aged sort of Italian group as well, where he gets his twisted sort of ideology from, is something that sort of dates back, centuries as well. So he's very sort of committed to the cause with this clan, and he's obviously trying to also get that word out there as well without saying sort of too much about it. And then you've got the themes that obviously, I mentioned earlier, like the healthcare predicament, like vengeance, abandonment, revenge, sort of dishonesty amongst sort of friends, like a whodunit type of slasher, very simple. You could say sort of certain elements are quite similar to Scream, but it's never really been done in the UK. To my knowledge, I can't think of a slasher that sort of comes anywhere near close to what we're trying to do at the moment. So it is sort of standalone at the moment, I would say, definitely. But Yeah, he's quite visible, isn't he? Look, when you look at him, he's striking. I mean, he's creepy and he's not forgettable, is he?
No, I don't think he's. I don't think he's forgettable. So,
and then when you understand his motives, and then you add a seasoned detective to the mix as well, who's also battling his own sort of issues as well. I think the narrative will just hopefully get people sort of interested, and maybe possibly want a sequel as well.
yeah,
Because I've got an 80s feel to it as well. So like if you like the 80s slashes, then I think you're definitely going to love the R.I.P. Man.
yeah. I bet I would love that one.
Because you see a lot of him, don't you? I mean, especially, you're talking about the opening scene. A lot of movies, you don't see the killer towards like the last sort of 15, 20 minutes. So he's there, he's in your face right away. But there's so many unanswered questions even after you see him, which as the story unfolds, you find out a little bit more sort of as you go along, without sort of throwing it all out there, just sort of on your, straight away. It's a progressive thing. So, hopefully as it unfolds, people will be impressed,
Yeah, that it would be. Yeah, because like Jasmine did tell me that about like it's like a group of friends, and it's like, and like I was just thinking that, like you were saying, it would kind of go similar like Scream, because. And even though I love the Scream movies as well.
Yeah, I think it's just easy to compare it to Scream. I mean, we're trying to do something original. We really are. We're not trying to sort of copycat any. Obviously, we're all sort of influenced by movies. That's just how it works, right? But it's definitely different from Scream. I mean, obviously, you've got a group of friends who are roughly the same age, a little bit older in the R.I.P. Man than the characters in Scream, but it is a totally different sort of outlook. We're not trying to just copy and paste another movie that's been done previously. We're trying to add different elements to it that sort of just makes it sort of stand out and makes it different.
That makes sense. So
I was going to say as well that there is, I think Owen touched on it in the interview he did, is you don't get many British films like this.
No.
A lot of American films like this, but you don't see many British films like this.
Yeah.
No, I can't think of one. I mean, obviously, British horror is fantastic. I mean, we're great on sort of hammer horror and, like folklore stuff, creatures, monsters, but we don't really have a slasher icon out there, do we, at the moment?
No, we don't.
Sorry if I'm wrong, but I can't think of one.
Yeah, that's all right. How do you hope the audience will feel after watching the R.I.P. Man?
I mean, I would want them to sort of still have that bit of mystery in their back of their head. I'd be thinking.
Yeah, I agree.
The backstory of the R.I.P. Man as well, even though it's touched on in the film. There's a lot of stuff we don't see in the film from his past. So I'd like to think that they're sort of coming up with their own backstory in their heads of like how he got to the stage he's sort of kind of got to in the film.
I agree totally. Yeah. Sometimes less is more, as they say. So I don't think we need to sort of unravel everything about his backstory in the first movie. I'm talking like as if there is going to be a sequel, but I just want people to sort of go away and think like maybe we'd like to see a bit more of this. We need to find out about his backstory. Just go away with a lot of questions that haven't been answered, and they come up with their own solutions in their head. And then as the plot unfolds, we will reveal everything.
And when a film ends, it kind of like in your mind, in a way, it just begins. Because you go away and you're thinking of still about all the characters and the kind of subtext and the backstory and the plot of what could have happened and stuff. So in a way, you're creating your own story after the film's finished as well. So it'd be good to sort of people to go away and to be thinking about again the backstory, how he got to the point of where he is now. be scared to go to the dentist as well.
We don't want to be provocative, but we want it to be thought-provoking. You know, you want to go away and have a little, just have a few questions, like sort of in your head, like thinking, oh, why did he do that? What, you know, wonder why she done it. Why, you know, just a lot of whys. You know, and hopefully it can be answered further down the line.
Oh, that'll be amazing. Like, for the backstory, I can't wait to hear about the backstory, because I think I'll be like shocked if I hear it.
It will get a mention. You will have. I don't know how much in depth we're going to go into it, but you are going to sort of get small snippets of information about his backstory. Definitely.
Oh, that sounds good. So, were there any real life stories or urban legends that inspired the R.I.P. man?
Real life? No, probably not. For the Tooth Fairy, if you wanted to just sort of put a spin on the Tooth Fairy, maybe a sinister Tooth Fairy that comes around and takes your teeth instead of your coins under your pillars. But yeah, nothing really, to my knowledge. Just that movie I was talking about earlier on, Hardcover. That was I'd say to people, definitely give that a watch, because if you like, what's the movie I'm trying to think? Oh, Phantom of the Opera with Robert Englund. If you like that, you're going to like Hardcover. You're definitely, they're quite comparable.
Yeah, well, I'll have a look at that film, and I'll let you guys know if I like it. Yeah. If you could describe the R.I.P. man in 3 words, what would they be?
As a character or as a movie? Just as the movie, yeah?
Yeah, like the movie.
Oh, okay. I would say quite sort of, would you say clever would be a fair sort of word to throw in there? Blood curdling. Again, thought provoking, provocative.
I'd chuck mystery in there, because there's a lot.
Mystery as well. Yeah, definitely.
I think mystery would be like that, because I did hear from Jasmine that she said it might have some mystery in it.
Yeah, there definitely is mystery in there.
Yeah, because I saw you guys post the behind the scenes for it. I got like way too excited, like the one when boy in like a basement or something.
The tunnel cellar. That was a great show. That was Jamie, wasn't it? That's recent as well.
Yeah, that was just like a week ago. That's fresh stuff. That.
Yeah, I don't think this has been seen on screen before. You might have seen something a little bit similar, but I think I'm right in saying I don't think it's been done before, Jamie. Is it, to my knowledge, what we're trying to do, the death scene?
Oh, this particular death scene, I'm trying to think, and again, it's like some similar stuff, but nothing exactly like this. Nothing like
a carbon copy of it. No, definitely.
I mean, there's a similar thing that they did in Hostel, but again, it's not the same as this. It's a whole different type of, weapon. Basically, this person. That's used on this person.
Yeah, it was exciting. This, but I mean, we have tried to sort of think outside the box and make sort of well-crafted death scenes, and I think we've achieved that with this. But as we said earlier, we've got a little bit more to still do, haven't we? But we're going to get there.
Yeah. Yeah, we all hope you did enjoy the short film of the R.I.P. man, and I hope you guys are excited for the full feature film coming next year.
Yeah, next year. Yeah, we're not sure what month, but yeah, next year. That's the aim, definitely. We're excited. Filming's going great at the moment as well, so it's all looking good.
So so thank you guys so much for coming along to the live stream.
No problem, man.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Really appreciate your time. Hope you enjoyed the short movie.
Yeah, yes, and don't forget, you guys, go support the RIP Man on Indiegogo. And if you guys want to be involved in the RIP Man, go ask Jamie or Rhys and wait for them to see what they're going to say to you guys, because they need a lot more people to be involved. Is that right?
I mean, if you can, I know times are hard at the moment and it's Christmas, but if you can sort of contribute to the campaign, I mean, all the crew will be, absolutely delighted. It doesn't matter how small, how big it is, every contribution really helps. So, it's just RIP Man on Indiegogo, and there's plenty of perks to choose from. I mean, if you want to come on as a producer, there's the option there. Or if you want your face in the movie, be in the movie, you can go for that. There's signed books, signed screenplays, signed weaponry. I mean, there's loads on there. I'm sure there's something that someone will find interesting, So, just have a little look, have a little gander.
And everyone who does come on board, donate or whatever, it's not just a case of just donating and that's it. You want to be part of the film, then you will be part of the film in some way, very much part of the film, and you're going to get like constant updates on the progress and everything. So you're going to be really in the mix and, hopefully really feel part of it as well.
Yeah, and also like festivals, if we do well in a festival and you live sort of close by to where it's being held, we can give you complimentary tickets to go and maybe collect the award for us, or represent the movie. It's a global thing at the moment, so there's plenty of opportunities out there. Once you come on board, who knows where it's going to take you.
Exactly. The last film I made, The Cellar, people who invested, put money into the project, these are the people that are going to the festivals and collecting the awards, as well. So again, it's just whoever wants to get involved will very much be involved in the film.
So thank you guys for joining our live.
Thank you.
This is Tate from Horror Talks with Tate, and I was speaking to Jamie Langlands and Rhys Thompson, and I hope, and if you guys are interested in seeing the RIP Man, then go support the movie, and when it comes out, go see it, and hope you guys can try and find me in the film.
We won't make it too difficult to find you, don't worry. Rest in pieces, everyone.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
No, thank you for hosting us. Thanks for being a great host, Tate.
No problem, guys, and hope we chat again soon.
And follow us on socials, everyone. If there's anything you need to know, or if you want to DM us, we won't bite. We promise we'll get back to you as soon as we can, and we should have a website up and running soon as well, hopefully.
Yep, you heard them. So thank you guys so much, and we will see you guys next time. Stay spooky, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.